Yeah. Yo, what time the plane leaving? Right. See you at the airport. Hey. I'm leaving on the next plane. I don't know when I'll be back.
The day they announced that the office was closing, it was a definite blow, not only for me, but for the 600 people that worked in San Diego Res.
I immediately thought, your life as you know it, Bonnie, is pretty much over. I stood outside and had a cigarette and said, as I looked around, your life as you know it is pretty much over. Because I worked 4 or 5 blocks away from where I lived. I had it good. I had a lot of seniority. I had the days off I wanted. I was making good money at the time. All that was a screeching halt.
I was devastated when the reservation center closed. I was hired in 1977 and I had nearly 18 years of seniority at the time, and I was really devastated for our nation, as well as missing the friends that I worked with for years and years and years, and we had built up such a camaraderie of friendship that we were like family. And that was very important to me, being like family.
And we went back and forth for 3 months, deciding if we should stay or if we should take the move to North Carolina. It was very huge for us, but the bottom line was my kid's life was at stake with our future, so we needed our job and our pay, so we moved on to North Carolina.
Well, I would probably been overjoyed because I wouldn't have gone back east, and I moved to San Diego to live to San Diego, so it wouldn't have affected me that much. I would have found something.
When the Res Center was closed, I felt betrayed. Because you expect them to tell you what's going to happen, but they don't until the last minute. So I felt betrayed, and then you get afraid because you think that, what am I going to do now? Nobody wants to go look for a new job, so then you become really afraid. And then you feel like, what am I going to do? And you're going to lose all your friends. This is my comfort zone. And then you don't have a comfort zone anymore.
As far as the reunion after 5 years, it's wonderful. It is just awesome. It's a whole new world. It's another chapter in my life, because everyone has grown and changed, and everyone has just gone in a different direction. It's just wonderful to share all those thoughts together.
It's interesting, but we're all here. We all worked together. We all got laid off. Everybody moved on, did what they had to do. But after 5 years, everybody wants to see each other again. So there's nothing that transcends the human spirit. There's nothing you can do that can have people still wanting to be with each other and enjoying each other. So yeah, the best part of working is making friends and being with people, and we've risen above that, and here we are again looking at each other, and some of us we can recognize with name tags and some of us we can't.
Nearly a family reunion. PSA was my second family, and I loved every minute of working at PSA and USAirways.
Oh, it's always wonderful to see the people you worked with, and it was a lot of fun times there. That's the thing I enjoyed most. I hated the job, the actual job, but I enjoyed the people I worked with, especially the afternoon squads, because we seemed to have a lot of fun together. And it's good to see them now, how they've all matured and gone on.
And of course that on top of the 9/11, which was so horrendous for all of us in the travel industry, not just what I did, but everything related to the travel industry was horrendous. So it was rough. It was a rough road to hoe.
It just changed our world completely. Of course, it shattered the industry, the airlines, the transportation, hospitality industry. For about 3 years, it probably took down the whole industry. We're in a recovery period now, but that could end in an instant at the next event. As I look around, it could happen in an instant. I think any young Americans now have to realize that there are people out there who don't want us to live anymore and don't want our way of life to exist anymore. So politically, we have to be attuned to what's right.
Having common respect for all Americans that love our country and I think it drew our country very close together emotionally. We were devastated, and I don't think anyone was really prepared for a travesty of that magnitude to happen on our soil, and it really touched the whole nation.
When we moved to North Carolina, it was a different culture, a different world, so I look at life a little differently. I even look at older people a little differently, believe it or not. When we went to North Carolina, there's a lot of older people. I have a lot of great respect for older people now in the way they view life, and I respect older people because I know someday I'm going to be old, and I appreciate who they are.
Personally, I lost some friends back from New York, but at my age, I'll be going soon too anyway.
So now I got to start all over again at the age of the big 6-0. So life is not too easy for this gal. Hope it's easier for some of the other ones.
I thought it was going to be horrible. Thought it was going to be the worst thing that ever happened to me. It ended up being the best thing that ever happened to me. I still don't work as much as I should, but personally, I'm not stressed out anymore. My life is much better for it. I'm in a much better place, and it's actually the best thing that ever happened to me.
It's very nice to see everybody here. A lot of faces that I kind of forgot about. It's a beautiful sunny day in San Diego.
Woke up cold one Tuesday. I'm looking tired and feeling quite sick. I felt like there was something missing in my day-to-day life. So I quickly opened the wardrobe, pulled out some jeans and a t-shirt that seemed clean, topped it off with a pair of old shoes that were ripped around the seams. And I thought, these shoes just don't suit me. Hey, I put some new shoes on and suddenly everything's right.